It is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank here on AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. She's Reverend Jackie Greene. We know the program at Celebrate Recovery, and like most programs of its nature, there are always changes and updates and increases in services. And, well, she's here to talk about that this morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd. Thank you for this time.
Well, it's good to have you back with us here today.
Thank you.
Now, you meet on Sunday evenings, correct?
We do, yes. Yes.
And is that the only day of the week on which you meet?
Yes, it's a weekly program. It's Sunday evening. We meet at the YMCA now, which is new for us. We've only been there a few months since September of last year. So we start our program on the evening of Sunday. 5:30 is a meal, 6 o'clock is our service worship, and 7 o'clock is groups.
And Celebrate Recovery has to do with those destructive types of behaviors that we fall into, whether they be addiction to alcohol or to drugs or to some other behavior, and you help to address those types of things in people's lives. And now you have a little bit more of an outreach.
Yes, we do, and correct. We all have those hurts, hang-ups, and habits. So as a human being, I find that none of us are exempt from having an issue in life some time or another, and that is what we're there to help with. But our new initiative for 2017 is ministering to the children of the hurting families as well. So we have started the program called The Children's Place. It's the actual curriculum that Celebrate Recovery produces for ages 5 to 13. So children can come, they can hear the similar message that the parents are hearing, but definitely geared to their age group. And the curriculum is awesome. It has worship DVs. It has journals for the children. You know, the program is totally geared for that age group.
In a typical scenario, then mom or dad or both will come for the adult session, and they'll deal with their problems. And at the same time, the children are off in another area, and they're getting the help they need.
Correct. And the YMCA provides the perfect location for that because they have a wonderful child watch area, you know, a kid area. So it's very large, actually extensive. And the people that we have running that program for us, the woman is actually a teacher. And so she has a lot of education in that area, but she's also been with us as a leader in the program for a couple years, and then she has a couple helpers with her that are wonderful with kids.
Now, being a program geared toward children between the ages of 5 and 13, it must have to be pretty adaptable because that's a pretty wide range.
It is. What happens is, you know, they do a similar lesson, but then they get broken out too into age groups, you know, with helpers to help them apply it to where they're at their stage of life. And it absolutely is for the families, like you said. So the interesting thing is that, you know, the topic will be the same for the evening, so then the family can go home and, you know, talk about it, discuss it through the week, and all be on the same page with the lessons.
One of the more tricky, dangerous aspects of an addictive lifestyle is when there are children in the home who have the opportunity and really very little choice but to see that lifestyle play out and can fall victim to it themselves. I'm sure that in your research and in your experience you come across children who are especially vulnerable to falling victim to the same types of addictions that their parents do.
Right, absolutely. The sad thing is it perpetuates through the families over the years, and the few years that we have been in this ministry, our hearts have been broken for seeing the destruction that is doing to the family. So that is why we've taken this initiative on for this year to really reach out to the family and not just the individuals. We find also, you know, the individuals that really are dealing with, you know, the hardcore addictions, moms, dads, siblings are all being affected. It affects a whole family, a whole generation of people, and we really have the heart to reach out to all of them. All are welcome. Many come that they are not necessarily the addictive person themselves, but are dealing with someone in their family, and they will come, you know, with us and try to seek help as well.
Yeah. Helps them to understand maybe an approach that they hadn't considered.
Yes.
To deal with a very, very difficult problem.
Yes, for sure.
Reverend Jackie Greene is with us. Celebrate Recovery meets on Sunday evenings at the YMCA in Indiana. As you said, anybody can come, and people might have sort of an idea that, well, my addictive behavior isn't anywhere as serious as somebody involved with heroin or opiates or alcohol. I really don't have to go to that length, to that kind of a step. But addictive behaviors can really run a pretty wide gamut, can't they?
It absolutely can. We can be addicted to a variety of things, and if it is something that is controlling your life and that daily, weekly, it is taking all of your attention and away from your normal activities and a healthy lifestyle, that's an addiction. It can be food, it can be overeating, overspending, pornography, sex. There is a wide variety of, avenues that we can get far away from where we need to be. And of course, our program is based on the Bible and, with Jesus Christ as our higher power. So who doesn't need help in their life to be strengthened and to stay on track and have others come around them and help them?
I'm interested in the financial viability of your program. How is it that you're able to offer your services and still meet the expenses that it must come for materials and everything else involved in this?
Very good question. While it is a non-denominational, based program, we do have a few churches that help us volunteer-wise. I am from the Wesleyan denomination, and I have a couple very kind outreach mission-oriented churches that provide some support. We do take an offering, which does not cover our expenses, but it does help. We do have a meal, and, you can give a donation towards that, but again, that does not cover. So I would prayerfully ask the churches to look at us as a mission field. As you send someone out onto, foreign land, send people to Celebrate Recovery and send, finances and your heart and your prayers for us as well, because we're fighting the battle right here in our local community.
Absolutely. And one of the great things about Celebrate Recovery is its title, because it really is about a celebration of life and of the abilities that we are given to turn those lives around when we fall into some sort of destructive behavior.
Yes.
Absolutely. All right. So there you go. It's Sunday evenings. The dinner is at what time?
5:30.
And then the program each Sunday gets underway at?
Starts at 6.
Starts at 6, and everybody's invited.
Everyone is welcome.
And especially now pay attention for the children between the ages of 5 and 13, because there's something special for them too.
Yes, and we do have child care for ages under 5 as well.
Oh,
so,
good.
Yes.
Yeah, There you go. There you go. That's very good. Well, thank you so much for coming in to tell us about it. I know the scheduling didn't work out the way that we wanted it to, but thankfully we're able to get you on today.
Thank you. I appreciate it, Todd.
She's Reverend Jackie Greene, Celebrate Recovery, and it is Indiana in the Morning, presented by First Commonwealth Bank, here on AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM.